What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here. We are back on Chaos Child, and I never did know how to talk to her. Actually, it felt like I had been forever since I'd ever spoken to her. If you could call this a conversation, that is. She'd been a part of the newspaper club for 6 months, and all I knew about her was that she liked games, knew a lot about computers, and hated talking. In the end, Ito printed out the pictures, and I took them and went in front of the bulletin board before Kurizu changed her mind. If Kurizu was going to listen, it was probably better to start at the beginning. She didn't seem interested in the cases, but if I ignored her and made her even madder, even using Ito as a shield wouldn't be enough to save me. There's 2 cases we're looking at right now. The first occurred on the 7th of this month during the Nikoniya live stream. It was a public suicide called the Don't Look At Me case. It happened here in Jinan. Just like you probably guessed, a man killed himself without warning on Nikoniya live stream. Strictly speaking, we don't know for sure that it's a suicide, but it sure looks like one. The dead man's name was Yuma Otani, aged 21. He was a live streamer who got quite a lot of views with some kind of fortune-telling program called TIL, I Can See the Future. So here's how it went down. First, Otani gave the audience some time to ask questions. He left the cameras filled with view. After that, there was a sound of someone knocking on the door. It was faint, but the mic picked it up, and there was also some voices, but you can't make them out. When he came back in front of the camera, half his right arm was missing. It was chopped up into tiny bits and sitting on top of a plate he was carrying. Then he started eating his own fingers like he wasn't feeling any pain at all. Kurizu's expression changed a little. She probably hadn't known that. The suicide had been big news even on TV, so she'd probably seen it there, but the details had been so horrific that the news hadn't broadcast them. But those details could be found anywhere on the internet. It was only a matter of time before someone started putting it all together. The video itself had even started getting around. Then after a moment, he started to scream in pain. And then he died. Evidently the viewers thought it was some kind of gag or something at first. Hypervolemic stress, when the body loses so much blood the heart stops working properly. That's what it said in the police report, and given the time he collapsed, it's almost certainly right. Ito added. Ito knew more about this stuff than I did. He was a fan of bizarre murders, and he read 10 times as many killers' diaries and non-fiction crime books as I had. The most likely theory is that he experienced some kind of mental disorder before the suicide, but the police are supposedly looking for whoever visited the room first. They might be responsible for aiding or abetting the suicide. In Japan, if you saw someone trying to kill themselves and didn't intervene, it wasn't a crime unless the police could prove you wanted them to die. But aiding in a suicide or encouraging someone to commit suicide was illegal. That meant that the police were probably looking for whoever made Otani before his death. Kurizu was silent, but she was looking at the board and it seemed to be listening. It seemed safe. On to the next case. Second, the case that occurred on the 19th, it gets its name Leaky Noise from the condition the body was found in. It happened here in Shinsen. The girl's name was Momone Takeyanagi, aged 20. She was a singer on Nikoniya. She had been getting really famous online singing anime theme songs. She was going to sing at the Restoration Festival too. Every sunny day she would always go to the same place at the same time to put on a performance in her fancy band costume. That day she started her concert pretty late. But something was wrong. Her voice was small and it didn't sound like it usually did. And then in the middle of the concert, she died. Blood loss here too. She'd been stabbed in the stomach before she started the concert. What's strange is the condition the body was found in. Ito, play the video. Oh, sure thing. Ito taps a few keys on the computer's keyboard even. And a moment later... How is this really happening? She's dead. She's really dead. Call an ambulance. Kurizu looked confused when she heard the sounds. Evidently, she wasn't able to make it out.
Ah,
oh, not that one. The one Shibuya News upped with the enhanced audio.
Ah, そっちだよな。
Oh, that one. Yeah. I've heard this before. Thanks. Take it easy. Thanks. Take it easy. Thanks. Take it easy. Her expression changed. She must have been able to hear it this time. Thanks. Take it easy. According to the regulars, that's how she would begin every performance. She's a Nikkaniya user after all. Lately, people have been saying she was best singing around. Kurusu seems to be ignoring me and Ito. She was staring at the computer screen that was the source of the sound. What was that? The screams are from the audience members who discovered the bodies. One of them was recording a video, and the last part was Taki Yanagi's voice. It was from a miniature speaker embedded in the stomach. Kurusu seemed confused, so Ito interjected. In other words, the whole concert that day had been pre-recorded. Evidence found later indicates she'd slit open her own stomach with a utility knife she got at a convenience store, then stuck a Bluetooth speaker inside. She closed the wound up with duct tape, not that it actually did much good. And then she used her clothes and outfit to hide the wound and started her performance. At first she played the guitar along with the sound of her recorded voice, but after a while she stopped playing. That was when she leaned forward and didn't get back up. And so she was probably already dead then. But while the audience thought it was strange, they kept listening. Either the blood from her wounds broke the portable music player in her pocket, or maybe it was supposed to be that way from the start. But until that same line you just heard played over and over, no one realised she was dead. Kurusu's face was a mixture of confusion and discomfort. Of course it was. She'd never heard of something like this. I couldn't hold back my excitement. Huh? Amazing, right? Instead of agreeing, Kurusu's brow furrowed. She probably didn't realise it, but she'd wrapped her arms around herself. What's wrong? Was that a little bit too creepy? Yeah. And? What we've done so far is get over what we know. What's your discovery? Oh yeah, he was right. I use a computer to print out a series of pictures. Obviously we don't know what the motive behind these two killings are. The one suspect we've got is whoever visited Otani's room, but we don't know who they are, or what they wanted, or what they were talking about. But I think there's more of this to come. It's only a guess, though, based on something the victims have in common. Ito left out his chair in shock. Well, I couldn't blame him. We spent forever going all over the things we had in common. All we came up was that they both in Shibuya, that they both use Nikkaniya. The only thing that both semi-famous and they both died in a bizarre way. But that didn't tell us anything we didn't already know, did it? So you didn't see the other thing they had in common? I pointed towards the bulletin board as I spoke. Ito looked really annoyed. Damn it, you arrogant arsehole. What's all this stuff you print out anyway? One of the best parts of finding something like this was seeing the angry look on his face. Well, it was only yesterday that I found myself, actually. Relax, what did you find? Kurusu beckoned me to go on. No matter what she said, after hearing all this, she probably wanted to know what came next. Oh, it was done printing. Kazuki suddenly stood up in front of me. She offered me the printed images without a word. Thanks. Then she offered me something else. A lollipop? Are you giving me this? She nodded. Thanks. Kazuki seems to be communicating in her own unique way. She walked over to the bulletin board and tapped the data printouts with the two cases in her finger. Kazuki, what's wrong? She did it again. I saw the part she was pointing at and nodded. That's right, the dates. The 7th and the 19th. That's what they have in common. Strange deaths on September 7th and September 9th. Ring a bell? I kept looking at Ito. Usually he would be the one to pick up on this. A second later. Oh. He froze. He must have figured it out. Yep. With your love of weird murders, you know what I'm talking about. I pinned the images I just printed out onto the bulletin board's map. September 7th, the group dive. September 19th, the pregnant man. September 29th, crucified. October 10th, the vampire. October 23rd, brain dead. October 28th, yummy hand. November 4th, the DQN puzzle. The new generation madness. Yep. 6 years ago in 2009, a series of strange deaths had occurred just before the earthquake that struck Shibuya on November 6th. They became famous for the words left at the scene of every crime. Those eyes, whose eyes? They called the killings the new generation madness. The murders took place in Shibuya, but the whole country took an interest in them. At the time I was in 6th grade, and just like a lot of people, I followed every new development on the internet. The dates match up exactly with the dates of the murders 6 years ago. They may be set up to look like suicides, but they're every bit as weird as the old killings. It's a coincidence. She seemed to be trying to force the words out of her throat. Kurusu was acting a bit strange. Her arms clutched her torso even tighter. Vice President. Maybe it was because of all the creepy pictures she'd seen. Kurusu was clearly shaking. She tried her best to stop it as she spoke. Stop trying to connect every little event. It's just a coincidence that they line up. We'll know for sure soon. The third new generation madness will take place on September 19th, in other words. Today. If something weird happens in Shibuya again, we'll know for sure. If a coincidence happens 3 times, it's not a coincidence anymore. A phone rang. It was mine. Yes, help. There's been a murder or maybe an accident anywhere. I think what you said might have happened. I could feel my heart start to race as she spoke. It was the Love Hotel area in Dogenzaki, 5 minutes from Shibuya Station. A few days ago there had been some kind of suspicious fire here and I'd come to do some reporting. The place was supposedly a love hotel spot, but even at night the business should have been booming. It wasn't particularly exciting. During the day when all the lights were turned off, if you didn't look at the signs you wouldn't look very different from your average neighbourhood. One of the buildings was a 4-story love hotel with a terrible name, Fairy's Dance. It faced a narrow street where there was no parking lot, so the police car was parked at a meter nearby. This way! Sarika was standing in front of a general store some distance away. She was supposed to be spending the day taking photos of the area around the last 2 crime scenes. What happens? I don't know. I passed by again near the 107 and he told me something was up here. I just don't get that guy. Where does he find out about this stuff? It's helpful, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Gen was a homeless man I knew had sold me all the books in my secret stash. He was a drunk who claimed to be of noble blood, but the stories he told me about his past didn't sound very noble at all. The guy was a weirdo, but since he spent all his time wandering around Shibuya, he knew a surprising amount of info about it. But it seems like something's really happened though. The policeman had just looked like he was asking for backup. I see. I decided to start by taking a video of the outside of the hotel on my smartphone. You really run fast like times like these. I left the 2 of them in the club room and they'd only just caught up now with me. They must have ran here. Ito especially was breathing very, very heavily. What Kurusu came to? Kazuki decided not to come, evidently. Of course not. I'd never seen her outside except for when going to and from school. So, did something happen? I told Ito what I'd heard from Serika. He seemed really disappointed. What? You sure it's not just some couple that had a fight? Would you call reinforcements just for that? And today's the 29th, you know. I told you, you're overthinking this. Kurisu seems upset. She glanced at the love hotels around her in disgust. In disgust, even. Let's get back to school. This isn't a place where students are supposed to be. What if one of the security cameras spot us? She probably didn't want to get involved. Ever since the rebuilding, there have been more cameras around Shibuya than ever, even around the love hotels. In our school uniforms, we probably stood out. Kurisu motioned for us to go home. And then... I saw something in the viewfinder. On the 3rd floor of the Love Hotel. The window to one of the rooms facing the alleyway was open. The windows must have been all the way open because the curtains were fluttering out.
No.
Hey, you normally don't open the windows in a place like this, do you? I asked Ito as I looked up at them. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I've never been in one. Oh. Ito followed my gaze and saw it for himself. It felt suspicious. I'd never been to a love hotel either, so I didn't know, but normally you keep the windows shut, right? You wouldn't want people seeing or hearing what you were doing. And then, suddenly I heard a sound from somewhere. It was a calming song with a simple melody. I took a closer listen. Was it a music box? It definitely was. It was coming from the room with the open windows. It sounded like it was inviting us in. What was going on? I looked around. The building across from the open window was either another love hotel, but it had no windows on that side. I couldn't look into the building like I'd done with the karaoke box last week, and I certainly couldn't climb my way up. Wait, what are you thinking? I must have had a pensive look on my face because Kurisu turned to me and asked, if we can get inside without them finding us. What? I looked over at the parking meters. There was still only one car. Okay. There should be a rear entrance somewhere, so let's do it before the police backup gets here, Ito. You go around from that side. Okay. I'll take this side. Takuru, stop. Look at me. I began to go around the building, not waiting for Ito's answer, but Kurisu grabbed my arm. You can't do this. This is way beyond what a high school club should be involved in. Won't you listen to me? Crap. She was just a millimeter short of taking that face again. And this is one of those dirty hotels too, isn't it? Also, what if you get caught up in something weird? I knew all that. But I didn't want to give up. This might be my chance to get a real scoop. What if you get expelled? As your big sister, I can't let you put yourself in danger. Sister, we're not actually family, are we? Oh god. Hold close up. Instantly, Kurisu grabbed me by the collar with incredible force and brought her face so close to me that our foreheads touched. I could tell her cheeks were flushed. There was a small wordless growl from deep within her throat and her arms were shaking a little as she held me. What was she trying to say? No, I knew what she was trying to say. But Kurisu didn't say it. Kurisu wasn't the sort of awful person who'd bring up this distant past to try and win an argument. And anyway, that was all over now. It wasn't either of our faults. Stop it! Wow, she got fucking stretched! Suddenly Serika ran over and tackled Kurisu. The momentum slammed both of them into the ground. Oh, Serika, what was that for? No fighting, Nom! Taku, the motto of the newspaper goes that all 5 of us are friends, right? No, that was never our motto. Shin, you need to stop him too. Oh, wait, where were you? Oh, that's right. There's no time for fighting, Taku. She suddenly hopped up like a cheap toy. The back door is open. I have not heard anyone say that before. Anyway, I think this is a good place to end the episode. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.